What is on fleek? What is fleek? And where did this word come from? I mean, I gather that it's slang, but I really don't hear anybody using it. It would seem to me like it's just something people say on Twitter. And it would appear that I'm not the only one who thinks that. So I'm gonna make this video and try to figure it out. What is on fleek? Big new word, brand new, on fleek.
On fleek. Fleek.
Fleek.
Fleek. So what would you like to know about fleek today, Keith?
Well, I guess A, what does it mean? B, where did it come from?
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Fleek is on point. Fleek is good. Fleek is great. Fleek is perfection.
This burger is fleek. Or would I say this burger
You would say this burger is on fleek.
On fleek.
On fleek.
Like on its best behavior.
Yes.
Where did fleek come from?
Fleek came from a Vine. I'm not sure of her name, but she said her eyebrows were on fleek. The fuck?
Oh, so that it was first used and accepted as an eyebrow term.
To describe eyebrows.
What do you think of my eyebrows?
If I had your eyebrows, my eyebrows probably would not be on fleek. You know, mine just need to be a little bit more groomed.
Out of fleek.
That's the worst.
Bring up the heat!
And I still don't get it. So I head to San Francisco with Chris to track down some linguists from Berkeley to get their take on fleek. Now, they may look like two old white guys, but trust me, they are. But they also know a ton about slang. What is your explanation of on fleek?
Well, fleek's interesting because it just bubbled up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
In the way words didn't used to do. I mean, it used to be slang would begin among high school kids and kind of work its way around the school and maybe to other kids of other generations and then bubble up into the speech of older people. By the time the older people were using it, the high school kids had moved on to something else.
Right.
The whole point of slang is to keep your language separate.
Secret language.
But now you can make a video or a Vine or something like that. A word catches on, the link is passed all around, and 2 weeks later there are 2 billion people who are using this expression. It's astonishing.
What do you think about how virality is playing into slang? Is it legitimate?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. I mean, there are people who try to introduce words into the lexicon, and generally speaking, they'll submit something to Urban Dictionary, and it's open source, and they'll put it in and say it's in the dictionary, but nobody uses it.
Right.
Intentional coinings are really rare, but they do happen, and that's a great example. But the speed with which slang is transmitted is sort of exponentially faster now than it ever has been because of social media.
Fleek strikes me as the kind of word that everybody except that one gal with her eyebrow used in quotes. It was kind of a slang word that existed to be a slang word. Nobody ever really used it in earnest, did they?
People are debating whether or not fleek is good or not. We saw this with Bay. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, fleek is corny. Why are you using that? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And there are some people who accept it. I accept it. I'll use it if it's, appropriate.
Yeah.
I don't say it for everything.
Right.
I wouldn't say it in a professional setting, except for this one.
Yeah.
But, you have to accept it into your life.
So if I really want to accept fleek, I need to understand it how it was originally popularized. I need to get my eyebrows done. Or is it my eyebrows did? I need to get my eyebrows on fleek. Da fuck.
Hi, my name's Henry Von Norton.
Keith, Happer's Burger.
Nice to meet you, and I believe you want to have your eyebrows done today.
Yeah, I want them to be perfect.
You could use a little bit of waxing right here.
Yeah. Ooh, girl.
This area won't be as sensitive already.
I'm just such a beautiful boy, and I will do anything for beauty, but I'm also, emotional and sensitive.
I see that.
Yeah.
Here you go, LaToya.
It's just that I miss them already.
All right.
Oh, we did it. Guys, we did it.
No, you did it.
No, you did it. 33 years of eyebrows and probably a million other things you're good at.
I'm gonna go out to the parking lot and shoot myself now.
Okay, great.
Everybody had an equally good time.
So we just got my eyebrows done. I feel like they're perfect, but now I'm going to ask the people of Hollywood what they think of my eyebrows. And if they say on fleek, well, then I know I've done it. What do you think of my eyebrows?
They're fine.
Hi, my name is Michael Forrest. I've been successfully marketing and making my living on the internet for over the last 10 years since I got out of the United States Marine Corps. But more importantly, I want to talk to you about everything that you have seen on the internet. And there's a couple of reasons for that. I have spent the last 10 years going through the school of hard knocks, trial and error, tried everything that you've seen on the internet, tried every empty promise, tried every product, every system. There's only one that I came across, and that was 4 years ago, that took me from a six-figure earner on the internet to a multiple million-dollar earner on the internet. And I don't just say that number. I'm going to do something that no one else does on the internet, and that is I'm going to prove that number to you. First and foremost, I can prove it to you real briefly here. My wife and I just moved here from California. We actually live in Miami right now. We split our time up between here and Paris, where my wife's entire family lives. We live up here on the 50th floor overlooking the entire Biscayne and South Beach. I'm actually coming to you from my home office. But again, back to my point, the kind of numbers that we can do offering a training system, specialized training and educational services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in over 140 different countries has given us leverage like we have never known. And we know it could do the same for you, and we want to share it with you. This powerful platform and business model changed everything from us. We now finally get to do whatever we want to do, whenever we want to do it. We don't have to worry about trading time for money. We don't have to worry about climbing the corporate ladder or buying a brick and mortar business for $1 million and worrying about employees, space, rent, inventory, insurance, liabilities, or any of those other headaches. This powerful platform and business model took us to a level that we didn't even realize was possible. And again, I don't just say that, I'm going to prove it to you by logging into my business bank account that this is a very real business, we are very real people, and these are very real numbers. So hold on one second, I'll do that for you, and then put in your name and email address, and I'll see you on the other side, and we'll talk then. Take care. Hi, Michael Force here again. Wanted to do exactly what I said I would do, and I'm going to prove to you that this is a very real business with very real numbers. You're going to see something here that you don't see anywhere else online, frankly, because no one else can prove it. Because they're not telling you the truth. I'm one of the few that is, and I'm going to prove to you that it is very real. So hold on one second. I'm going to log into my business bank account at bankofamerica.com. I'll use my company name, Advertising Inc., which is a registered S Corp out of California. We'll log in there, show you the real profit and revenue generated with this powerful platform and model. Take a look at the statements. We'll jump around. For the last year or two, just random months, so you can see the overall averages. This model is 80% profit. I have no employees, I have no space, no rent, no inventory, no insurance, no liabilities, none of those headaches. It is one of the most powerful platforms I have seen on the internet and business model, and why it has consistently produced for me for the last 4 years, and I know it can do the same for you.